The story of Adam and Eve as found in the book of Genesis within the Hebrew Bible presents a narrative that has been debated for centuries by scientists and theologians alike. According to this account, God created the first two humans, Adam and Eve, in the Garden of Eden and instructed them to go forth and multiply. This tale is believed by ancient astronaut theorists to have encoded within it origins that are implanted in our genetic code. In Zecharia Sitchin's work, he posits that the books mentioned above, the books of Adam and Eve and the book of Noah, did indeed exist in some form or another and were known to the compilers of the Old Testament. He suggests that Adam was brought into the Garden of Eden only after completing 40 days elsewhere, and his wife Eve was brought in on the 80th day. This implies that both Adam and Eve were created outside of the garden before being introduced there. What's wrong with the story of Adam and Eve? There are several issues raised by scholars regarding the story of Adam and Eve, including historical inaccuracies, logical inconsistencies, and potential symbolism or metaphorical interpretations. Some of these concerns include: 1. Scientific inconsistencies. The account presents a creation narrative that contradicts modern scientific understanding of human evolution and genetics. It suggests a single pair of ancestors for all humans, whereas genetic evidence indicates a diverse ancestral population. 2. Lack of archaeological evidence. There is no archaeological or historical evidence to support the existence of a Garden of Eden in Mesopotamia or any other location. The geography and climate do not match the biblical description. 3. Logical inconsistencies. The story contains several logical inconsistencies, such as why God would create humans with free will only to punish them for using it, or how a talking snake could convince Adam and Eve to disobey God's command. 4. Symbolic interpretations. Some scholars argue that the story of Adam and Eve is not meant to be taken literally, but rather as symbolic representations of human experiences, such as the struggle between good and evil within oneself, or the consequences of disobedience. Equivalent stories before Adam and Eve. In Sumerian mythology, there are characters that parallel those found in the story of Adam and Eve, a man Adam and woman Eve. These figures also find themselves expelled from a garden after interacting with other beings. The Atrahasis text mentions the creation of humans by the gods but does not explicitly mention their names as Adam and Eve. Additionally, in Norse mythology, there are accounts involving Thorindra, equivalent to Adam, fighting against the serpent cult that parallels the story found in Genesis. Davidic suggests that these Edda accounts include both literal and symbolic representations, with some originating from Lemuria. In conclusion, while the story of Adam and Eve presents a well-known creation narrative, it is riddled with scientific inconsistencies, logical contradictions, and lacks archaeological evidence to support its historical accuracy. However, there are equivalent stories found in other ancient cultures that share similarities with this biblical account.
Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Have a topic you want us to talk about? Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious and keep questioning the world around you.